around and collecting items, collecting gold, trying to just bring a little bit of a gap. Will we be able to see some little scraps in the first 2 minutes? Can we see them just trying to find a little bit of hands?
At the very least, from your comment, Isaac, we do see a very aggressive approach coming in for the side of Blacklist International, sending Golden Kite to that mid lane to at the very least get that early game farm going, right? Clear that mid lane, try to move faster towards the side lane. I think that's the plan coming in for Blacklist Marksman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just start with the game. Blacklist International is going to be taking the blue side. Nova Esports is going to take the red. This is going to be our first semi-final of the KSI4. Ladies and gentlemen, Jakarta, assemble.
Assemble, get that Evoin points in, and support your favorite team in this KSI4 run here. And so far, in towards the early game, is looking pretty damn consistent for Blacklist International, clearing up that mid and immediately getting that fire big towards that bottom lane here. This is what you need as an early. More farm, more time away from the channel, so you can be that mid-game monster here. We always say that, okay, Channel is a very good matchup in towards the early. In lane, that's if it's a 1v1. If the early has 3 items versus the Channel 3 items, early is way much more stronger in the mid game here. So Golden Kite, he's definitely the focus here as we see Just G coming in towards the top side here, wanting to jump on towards Strand, but a nice silky imprint coming from Wendy to disengage away Nova to safety.
Wendy very smart, just that, look at that Strand!
Pulls in two, coming in for the side of Blacklist International here, but Strand overestimating his abilities here. But Kongling trying to find for a return kill here, unable to get it, but Strand getting punished for being overly aggressive.
Too confident, Strand right over there. He goes in with the flash. He comes and initiates onto 3, bounces in there, but there's no follow-up damage. Joshi, Dragon, Golden Kite, they were all on their way, and it was a bait, and they allowed over there Nova Esports to fall and Blacklist to take the first blood.
Very beautiful stuff thus far coming in for the side of Blacklist International. Not fearing the sudden engage coming in from Strand here. So in this early game, it's looking pretty good so far for the side of Blacklist here. However, take a look towards that bottom lane here. A lot of the pressure has been put on towards Golden Kite.
A lot of pressure coming in for Golden Kite, right? But one of the things that I want to spotlight right now has been in the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Wendy just making the movements, comes in, cleans the wave so quickly, and immediately makes the rotations. And look at how Dragon just read that. Dragon just decided to let that wave go and come in and just make the support onto the top lane first.
Yeah, that's not something that my solo rank teammates will actually do here. So props to Dragon for actually being able to do this sort of rotation. Farm is inside, but it's like, hey guys, my team is much more important. Hence, we see a almost 800 goalie in the favor of Nova here. Wendy looking for a potential play on towards Chammy, but Chammy smells it and backs away to safety.
Look at that. We can see everyone in from Blacklist International making their way over here to the Clash lane. And I can smell that hands are going to start being thrown in here.
And Waypit here, just taking a walk with the side of Chaz here, just trading positions here, calling in, coming in with the stun, with the swift strike. Just a bit of a small poke here, getting that top lane control. So whoever gets that top lane control gets the teleportation here. Nice pull on towards Chammy 1. Chammy 1 gets CC down. Have to append the flash to escape towards safety here. But look at Dragon here. Beautiful destructive deluge. 3-man knock on towards the members of Nova here, but no one is in danger here. In terms of common spells, Nova has won the trade against Blacklist International.
The comes in from Blacklist International actually on top level. Dragon was all the way back to his mid lane, but they just call him back. Comes in from the flank, and then with that ulti, he just needed a little bit more damage, and it would have been an amazing trade.
I think it's really back and forth between two teams, right? Dragon finding a beautiful one, but knowing for the fact that Waypit still has the Unbridled Outburst, they really play it to a good perfection here. And look at Chaz here, getting pulled, getting CC, chunked away from this objective here. With that health bar, this is an easy tyrant going into the pockets of Nova.
Easy tyrant, and then it's going to be Blacklist that they're going to try to reply back by taking that turret, right? If I cannot fight in for the objectives, at least I'm going to fight in from the turret. Give me a little bit more minion waste, please.
But good news coming in for the side of Blacklist International. Check out the gold. They are 1,000 healthy due to the first early game first blood. And for the fact that Chammy 1 has always been consistent in farming and getting those towers in the side lane, Chammy1 is going to be a monster on this late game Charlotte pick.
Oh, just beautiful performance in there from Chami1. We knew that he was going to be one of the players that we would need to look at. Look at that. One more time. Chaz is going to have to flash away.
Yeah, Chaz playing really aggressive into the jungle coming in for the side of Nova here. Waypit does find an unbridled outburst here, but there's no real follow-up coming in from the Nova members here. So that's going to be a big cooldown being expended by both sides.
Lapu Lapu, one of the most popular picks over here in the KSI4, right? Because of the tankiness that it allows you to get vision and it allows you to be able to sustain a lot.
Look at the damage coming in from Muji here. One signal shot, 2 auto attacks, and Golden Kite is already half HP. Wendy here taking a very aggressive approach into the side of Blacklist International's jungle. Seems to me that they want to be invading this Crimson Golem that's going to be spawning in just 4 seconds.
Joshi, he understood that Wendy was waiting for him in the brush. He does not want to let that Crimson Golem go as well. Look at that. They want to fight it out, and they cannot take it. Kongling is going to claim it.
Very clean map movement coming in for Nova here. It all started with a good poke on towards Golden Kite, and then they advanced to the jungle to pick up a Crimson Golem, knowing for the fact that Golden Kite wasn't there to be able to contribute to anything here. So, in terms of that small exchange, still in favor of Nova, but in terms of gold, look at Blacklist gold.
Blacklist right now with the advantage, right? Like it used to be 1,000 gold, and very clear 1,000. Now, right now, Nova is just narrowing it down to just like a couple hundreds. What we need to be looking and paying attention is just the beautiful performance from Chami1, just liberating himself out of that lane. But he's being targeted so much.
Yes, so much damage coming in from this Swift to Tachibana here. That's one full combo in towards Chami's face. Has to take the walk of shame to regenerate back into the fountain here. In this mid game, more of the resources are being traded left and right in towards the side lane here. Towers are being traded, minions are being pushed in here. But Blacklist International, they have to back off here. If they can get this turret and back off successfully, that's going to be a big win.
That's going to be a really big win. Right now, it's going to be Wendy, the one that has eyes onto them. It's not going to be enough reach, but look at that, Sagi.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the engage coming in for the side of Golden Kite here, but he has zoned himself and has set himself too deep in towards enemy territory here. Chami1 looking for the engage here, finds the flash engage onto practically no one here. It's a 2-for-1 special in the favor for the side of Nova, taking 0 casualties.
Nova comes in, they had eyes on them, they tried to get on Wendy just pulled back out of the fight at the right moment, and without any abilities, Golden Kite and Chaz need to pay with their lives. Right now it's a 2-0 trade for Nova, turn things around, and now they're the ones with the gold advantage.
I think it's a bit of an overextension coming in for the side of Blacklist International. It's great that you can get so much damage on towards the bottom tier 2, but you were too deep in towards enemy territory, which resulted in towards these plays happening, right? Just G fortunately still gets the Azure Golem, but losing out Golden Kite, a tempo hero that needs so much farm, it's really a painful one coming in for the side of Blacklist.
Chami1 one more time, just trying to push in the lane. He's going to force Kongling to go around. That turret won't be able to stand. That's going to be a tier 2 turret that's going to go for Blacklist International.
The last time these two teams meet, the goal was 50-50, the kills were 50-50 until the 8th minute mark. Is there going to be a difference between group stage? This is the time to find out. Alright,
8 minutes, 45 seconds. This is going to be our last Tyrant before the 10-minute mark. Josh is going to claim it and the fight starts.
Yeah, the assassination has already concluded coming in for the side of Golden Kite. Getting the kill on towards Wendy, a miss of Waypit and also Muji here. There won't be any wave clear coming in for the side of Nova to defend this middle tower here. Waypit goes in, stampedes on towards the enemy here. Chaz baiting a bit against them here. Shen goes dangerously low, but they still get this tower here. Muji getting hit by those snowballs here. That's not going to be looking good for the side of Nova. Oh, look at that. Joshi is such a menace. Xuan running away. Kongling as well. They're going to have to run in for the hills. Right now, it's going to be Blacklist International in command of this game as they collect the tier 1 turret in the mid lane. They're playing this such with patience, I'm telling you. Mid lane winning the trade, and the 2v2 between Kongling, Stren versus Just and Chami won by Blacklist as well. Every single health bar coming in for the side of Nova Esports has been diminished and sent back towards the base. Hence mid free tower, bottom free tower, and right now, wise, we're looking at almost 2,000 in favor for the side of Nova here. Wendy forcing the flash against Chami 1. The fight won't break apart as these teams are looking here, but Kongling gets caught by the flowing side here. Golden Kite goes in for the 1v1, gets caught by Muji. Muji gets the deciding kill on towards Golden Kite here. As the fight does break apart between these two teams, Nova has the man advantage coming in towards his 10th minute.
Nova Esports right now, as they erase Golden Kite 20 seconds while he's going to be over there in the fountain, is going to give them priority over the Tyrant, over the mid lane turret, or over the Overlord. What is going to be their decision right now?
It seems to me that Blacklist International has no real way of actually contesting this Tyrant here. We see Chami already starting that Overlord here. I don't think they have enough time to practically do it. So as Chaz gets pulled into the arms of Nova Esports here as Kongling, he's marching, he's going. But his spine goes towards the side of Justy here. Justy limping away towards safety here, but he's in human form. He can't run. It's just another free kill. Killing spree for the side of Nova. Muji, map in control for Nova for the next 30 seconds.
There is no safety for Joshi to run away. In human form, he does not have the leap that he needs in order to run away from the Nova players. Right now, Blacklist International, they have control of the lanes, but right now it's going to be Nova Esports, the one that are in control of the map.
It comes down to a deciding moment later on. Can Chami and Chaz get a good pickoff onto his Muji? Because Muji is the sole damage dealer, late game powerhouse coming in for the side of Nova. The moment Muji drops, the entirety of Nova is forced to back away here. So Blacklist, number 1, find Muji and you get yourself a potential win.
You need to take him on a 2v1, maybe a 3v1 if you want to get out of get him killed. A 302 Mutsi right now, 8,600 gold. It's not gonna be easy to take on a 1v1. There's nothing that Chami 1 can do in a 1v1 against him right now.
Yeah, so it really relies whether Chami can actually put pressure on towards the side lane here. But talking about pressure though, Justy already being taken down by Stren and Kongling combo here, forcing a recall coming in from Kongling to attend to Chami on towards the Clash lane side. But if Blacklist can find this kill on towards Kongling, maybe they're up to something, maybe an end, but Kongling spots it. Kongling needs to back away towards Nikki. Kongling with the double flip gets himself away. If Kongling were to fall, then maybe, just maybe, that could have been the Blacklist backdoor.
Oh, but it cannot be because right over there, Kongling just solved the problem. And right now it's going to be Mutsi, the one that's going to have priority over that tier 2 turret. It's going to be Waypit with the assist, going to force them back. They're going to take the turret and they're going to rotate down to the farm lane.
Yeah, the game is wide open right now in this favor of the side of Nova Esports here. Trailing with a 3,000 gold deficit behind them is Blacklist International here. They need to find a certain footing. The only good news so far is that the high grounds are yet to fall for the side of Blacklist.
Oh, look at that. One more time. They're going to come in. It's going to be very difficult for Dragon to run away, but look at Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz already taken down by the damage here coming in for the side of Nova Esports here. Kongling playing really aggressively, scouting out those visions, forcing the members of Blacklist to back up. So right now, with that tier 3 high ground going down, Nova Esports once again win out on these small skirmish exchanges.
In the small scrimmages, Nova Esports is superior. They're able to just win those fights. Mutsu finding no real danger around him, and this is going to be difficult. Blacklist International understand that they're going to have to try to split push if they actually want to stay in this game.
Yeah, Ultimate already committed coming in for the side of Blacklist International's mid lane here. Kongling needs to take a recall to attend towards that top wave here. This gives Justy an angle to flank towards the back line here. Take a look at Justy. He's waiting. He's scouted out. Tiger Form wanting to run towards safety here. Ghost Ship committed here, but on towards the crossback here. Chami 1 gets the kill on towards Wendy. That's 40 seconds during the spawn of the shadow objectives here. No unbridled outburst. No consistent crowd control coming in from Nova. This might be Blacklist's chance.
Look at that, Josh is just so low that he's not gonna be here to contest a Dark Tyrant. Dark Tyrant already 50% HP, 10%. It's gonna be Chami One, the one who's gonna get the kill!
And Muji gets taken down. Next on the chopping block is Waypit. 40 seconds coming in from Waypit and Muji. This is gonna be a detrimental one for the side of Nova. Chami One, what a steal!
What a clutch moment coming in from Chami One. Josh was not there. Chami One just took the cape and he became the superhero that Blacklist needed at this moment. Look at that.
The waves are coming in for the side of Blacklist International. This might just be their shot in ending the game. Colin goes down. Wendy goes down.
Only Shen.
With you as well. With 10 seconds on the clock, Blacklist International will draw first blood against Nova Esports in this best of 7 series.
Nova Esports came all the way to the high ground, but Blacklist International won the